Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as... over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't...
Gets through, and now an opening. Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
16 yards right off the bat on a first down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Throwing is Jackson. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They see him back at the 36.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That big game, they just changed the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Harris running straight ahead. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Kenny Pickett
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately... They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying. He's also electrifying us. And we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of first. They'll be a gain of 20. He also lead to 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The Ravens hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point. We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 42. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Pickett now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this one.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeout
Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. That is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away from that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 29, Pickett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there.
Yeah, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it a big chunk.
Incomplete on that drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Beckham. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 55 rushing yards, rushing for him now. There's his 10th carry in the ballgame. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Sanders again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 75. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Albert O with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They run with Sanders off the option. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got